Good evening, Melrosians the world over. I'm Tom Catalini.
I'm Sam Hammer.
I'm Jen LeClaire.
And I'm Tom Shampoo.
And this is a show called Let's Talk Melrose. It's a show where Melrosians will talk to Melrosians about Melrose, no matter the technical difficulties involved with that. Right, Tom?
Look at you, Tom. You look a little bit vertical tonight.
Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulty. Something's wrong here on the interwebs, but thank goodness for Tim Cook and company. I've got the iPhone up and running, and
you're literally phoning it in.
Wait. Yeah. This is how it looks to have Tom do his own.
Already working. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, we're coming out of the gate in 2023, strong as ever.
Tom must have gotten a new iPhone for Christmas. That's why he's doing this.
That's right. This is season 5.
Yeah,
season 5 of the
5.
show.
Can you believe it? Season 5.
Wow.
Nope.
I can't believe it. I gave it 5 episodes and it would be done. So I'm shocked we're still here.
How is everybody? Happy New Year to all my favorite Melrosians. Happy New Year. How you guys doing?
Well, you were addressing the audience, Jen. That's why none of us responded.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I was addressing the masses. Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for them to chime in and to call us.
I always like New Year. New Year is always a fun thing. I always feel like it's a moment, right? To take a reflection, reflect back, and look ahead. And so it's kind of nice to have that.
Yeah.
But I didn't see you with pots and pans shampoo.
I was in the Berkshires with my wife and some family, and we're out there sadly until New Year's Eve. And then my wife suddenly came up with a cold or like a stuffiness. And then by the middle of that day, Saturday, New Year's Eve, she was really out of it, feeling really sick. So we just came home. So we came home New Year's Eve, and then she was tired and sick. So not COVID, she was negative, but just that thing that's going around. Everybody's got something. Yeah, lots of people sick. But she's feeling much better.
Did you get woken up by pots and pans?
I did hear the pots and pans going around.
Yeah.
Clara Martins were a part of there. And so it kept
an idea. So we kept it to pots and pans around the neighborhood.
Yeah. It was
no fireworks.
It was fun. We heard fireworks in the distance.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be back in Melrose. Lots of us were traveling, some sort of nearby, some across the coast, and some across the pond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Stories. Where was everybody?
Let's start small and build up. I was in Sheffield. I was in Massachusetts. Okay. I was in the Berkshires.
Okay. All right. That means I'm not. Wait a minute. I'm second.
You're next.
I stayed in the same time zone.
Yep.
A plane was involved, but we did make it down to Charleston, South Carolina, which is
look at that.
Very nice, walkable city. And they were all freaked out at how cold it was down there, but it was actually still like 20 degrees warmer than it was here. And, by the last day, it was in the 50s and sunny. It was beautiful, very walkable city, beautiful architecture, great food, a little heavy at times. So after a couple of days, I had to get to the juice store, the juice barn, or what were we doing? Poke bowls. That's what it is.
Pokeball, yeah.
Juice barn.
All right.
I needed something that wasn't deep fried or with fat.
Yes, it's tough to eat down there. When we go visit my mom down the south, it's a bit tough. All right, so we were in the Martin family. We were in Los Angeles to see Dave's mom. My husband's mom lives out there, and so we went out there to see family for a week. It was it was fine.
A week.
Yeah, almost.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
A long
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is a long, it's a big trip. It's sort of equidistant, but not as exciting as you, mon ami Sam Hammer, la dernière mais la meilleure.
Oui. Cheerio.
Whoa.
Yes, we. So yes, we went away very far out of the zip code.
No
and we were in for Christmas we were in London, and for New Year's we were in Paris, and I'm still on Parisian time, so I'm very tired.
Uh-huh.
And I did. It was hard to imagine that it was not really that hard to not think about Melrose too much. It was weird.
Wait. What are you trying to say? That you did think about us?
I did not. I did not.
You're not thinking about Melrose at all.
I had to listen to that again.
So you hopped on a plane and then you put Melrose in the rear view, man.
It was weird. It was weird. I didn't expect that. I was still like, why don't I wonder what one of the Toms is eating for lunch, and what is Jen wearing today? And it was yeah. But we still had our text thread going. I had a data plan, so we could still keep up. But
Perfect.
Nice. I've got my journal for lunch. If you want to know, just pick a day and I'll tell you what I had for lunch.
Well,
My
I'll tell you
lunch
what I
journal.
had
have you-
for lunch
have you back
when
in
we
the
were down south. They had red meat with a side of red meat, topped with red meat, and some fries.
That sounds about right.
Well, strangely, I kind of ate like that in Los Angeles too, oddly enough. Oh my gosh! So welcome back to the hood, everybody. Always great to come home and see friends. Our top fan says he thought about us all the time.
Naturally.
I wasn't home until everybody else too. So that was so we were just away for a few days. We came back, people were trickling in, and ultimately the Hammers got back from Europe, and it was things were back in order when everybody's back there.
Yes, it's true. All feels settled again.
I was getting texts from Catalini in a group thread telling everybody how much he misses John so much. And his life is just not the same without him. And Stephanie and I are on this thread, and I'm thinking, why am I here? Why is this?
I wanted you to feel included. I wanted you to...
Yeah, you know.
So what about, all right, guys, I feel like we're having a Zoom chat amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Forcing poor people to watch us talk about our own lives.
might want us to talk about something else. So I have a couple questions to throw out to all our gazillion viewers who will not respond until they're watching this on a podcast tomorrow. But what about, I'm just curious about and we can talk about it too, but like first day traditions, does anybody have anything like that? And then also like what do we think we're going to talk about in 2023? Like, what do we think is going to be happening in Melrose? What do we think is coming up? Who should we have as guests? There's lots to think about.
Lots to consider.
All right, I'm going to go with first day. I'll jump in, and it's not a tradition, but I always want to, particularly if the weather cooperates, either get on a bike ride or play music. And so one of the byproducts of the pandemic is the driveway jam, where you get local musicians just to stand outside in the sun. In this case, there was a gas heater involved, play some music in the driveway on January 1st. So I thought it was a nice way to start the year.
That was nice. That was nice. We went to Nahant with some of you were there. We went to Nahant Beach. Lots of people on the beach, windsurfing, flying kites. It was a nice day.
Pretty crowded. Yeah.
Some
busy.
people cold plunged, did the polar plunge in the Atlantic, including my California husband. I could not believe it. I could not believe that he did that. It was incredible.
I'm going to do that.
I was impressed.
I'm going to do that next year. It's my bucket list.
This year was the year to do it because it was warm.
When you do it, Sam, because I'm watching the videos come, and I don't think it's not for me, but I could maybe do it if you could jump off a dock. But these guys ran like 100 yards of water first.
And it was low tide.
That seems absolutely ridiculous.
Although my issue is I'm going to want to wear sweats in because I'm going to be freezing.
Right.
And I'm going to want to be covered. I'm not doing any of that.
Right. I've
cold
plunged in a like a mountain spring where you can jump right in and then running in would be awful. You can jump right in and then jump right back out. I have done that, but I've not done done the ocean. I'm going to reserve my promises on it, whether or not I do that next year, until I see what the weather is like on that day. Because if there was any year to do it, this year wasn't terrible. It was a pretty nice day out. There have been other January 1st that will be harder, I think.
So what you're saying, Jen, is you are in asterisk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Perhaps.
Perhaps. Potentially.
Right.
That was fun. It was fun to just get together and do all that kind of stuff. I was happy to be around for part of the week. One of the gifts that I was really happy to get, my daughter went to Buckaloo's. She got me tea and honey, which I love. And then I also got a new electric tea kettle, which is kind of great too. So anyway, but the local shopping is always fun.
Yeah, I did most of my shopping here, nice. which was great. Yeah.
All right, so predictions for the year ahead. I have one quick one.
Yeah.
Beer garden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep with the theme of beer garden. I like it.
All right.
Just if you keep saying it often enough, it will
happen, right?
Well, yeah, maybe new police chief, maybe.
Didn't we just get one?
Yes. I thought we got one.
We do have one.
We have. I'm just saying, like at a beer garden is.
I thought you meant like that was your hope and your dream. I
thought that was your prediction that we're going to
see.
No.
Another one.
My prediction of beer garden, the stars might be aligning.
And
it's an election. It's also an election year, so it's a good time to ask for things.
Yeah.
So maybe one of the candidates is running on beer garden platform.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
The whole platform.
In Melrose, does that mean like the mayor and everything is up for grabs, or what's happening?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow, we're gonna have to pay attention.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about. I think it's time we get into the.
Yeah. All right, hold on though, because we haven't talked about New Year's resolutions, and like you, probably this might be repetitive because you've probably been browsing country living like I have.
Yeah.
There's some. I'm just going to go through the top 8 because they're. So first, number 8, paint a room. Right. So these aren't your regular. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to exercise. Don't hit snooze. So just get out of bed when your alarm goes off in the morning. Number 6, it says grow something.
Okay.
I haven't read the paragraph that goes with that, but I think we can leave that to the imagination. Number 5, keep your car clean. That's a novel idea. Good resolution for anybody. For those of you with cars, our friend Finn would have to keep his bike clean.
You have to keep your bicycle clean.
I saw him and his son riding today in the rain, right down West Wyoming.
Yeah,
no
sweat.
Totally not daunted by any of the weather. Number 4, make your bed. Always a good practice. Number 3, this one has a 2-parter, so listen to both parts. Compliment someone and mean it.
Oh,
not so easy, right?
Part two is really tough, man. I don't know about that one. I can get half of that every time.
Number 2 is going to be easy for Tom Shampoo. It's get outside.
Yep.
And the number 1 recommendation, which is good for all of us, schedule more girl time.
Oh, look at that. So Mr. John Hammer, a top fan, is not taking that compliment and mean it hard because he should have said,
I think
Tom,
he does mean it.
Tom Catalini, you did a great job delivering those resolutions.
These terrible resolutions. You did a great job delivering these terrible resolutions.
Wait a minute.
I'm going with get outside more. That is actually something that I am hoping to do. More fresh air. Honestly, even if it means just literally walking outside and getting some oxygen. There are some days that I just don't leave my office. Which
you got to do what Tom Shampoo and I do: forest bathing.
Yes.
Forest bathing.
Yes.
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Yeah. Is this like a group shower thing?
Wait, there's a lot of people that have no idea what you're talking about right now. Anyway, so we have, how when people move or whatever, they leave behind a lot of stuff and you can take it for free. I had neighbors that moved and they left us his and her snowshoes. So I got my wife for Christmas, for Hanukkah, snowshoe poles, and now that's our
Oh,
resolution
great.
is to be outdoor snowshoeing as much as we
Oh,
can this
good,
year.
good,
There's no
good.
snow yet.
Okay. That's a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, more outdoors. Okay, I'm down with that.
Cool.
The rest of it, I'm not so sure. We'll see.
Again,
We
come
have a
on.
lot of news coming up, actually.
All
don't
right,
we?
Yeah. All right, let's go.
I have no ability to do sound effects from this contraption.
Oh, okay.
oh.
All right. Well,
Oh, right. of
people will just
course.
have to trust us. That
Oh, I can do this. Hang on 1 second, please. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, you
Look
did.
at that, Tom.
Finally.
Perfect.
Good, good, good.
All right.
All right. Who wants to kick it off? I want to do the next one, so somebody else take this one.
First one, I'll tell you about the first one. So
Yeah.
the Melrose Emergency Fund collected $32,000 in the month of December, and
Wow.
That's
this is
great.
a long-standing, established fund in the city of Melrose, and it's a way for Melrosians to help other Melrosians in need. It's centrally administered. I think Mayor Broder, in his tenure, I believe it was, kind of formalized this and put some more formal parameters around it. But it's basically independently run. You can make a one-time request if that's still true, if you're in financial need or some kind of need. The fund is there to help other Melrosians out. So maybe you've run into some financial hardship and you can't pay the next month's rent, or maybe you in a food situation or whatever. But it's all 100% of the money just goes right to other Melrosians in need. So it's nice to see that $32,000. That's good. That's
fantastic.
Yeah, just in December. Yeah, that's fantastic. And if you visit the city's website right on the homepage of the city's website, also there's some additional information about other resources for things that people might need during the winter. So additional resources with regard to heating and I think food security and things like that to kind of help get people through the winter as needed. So that's on the main page also. New things coming to Melrose. We talked before about the books. There's a new bookstore that's coming pretty soon. It should be.
What is the deal with that?
I think building it out. I think it takes time to build it out.
Okay.
Organize all the books. And decide they had them all organized by author, and then they changed their mind and organized by color. It's like rearranging your record collection.
Listen, there's
remember?
sections. There's 2 sections: books about Melrose and other books.
Right. So yeah. So no, I don't know what's. I think that it's just like kind of the build out and getting ready. It's just took
I'm
a
excited
little longer. Yeah, but people are really excited about that. But also, this one kind of just came out of nowhere. At least I didn't know was coming. It's a new store called Paper and Clay. It's where the crystal shop, a sort of new age shop, used to be over on Emerson Street near Yara Chocolate and the music shop over there. It's called Paper and Clay, and it's a new creative gift shop featuring local artists and makers, and I think there's like a maker space in there, so they plan to do events, things like that too. So it's opening this weekend.
Fantastic.
3 days. So yeah.
Was there anything about who's opening it, or
if I circle back to that, I can.
Sorry for the question.
Paper and Clay.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's called Paper and Clay, and
that's fantastic. Yeah, it's this weekend. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got the Melrose Human Rights Commission is excited to bring back its annual Martin Luther King Day of Service here in Melrose. It was not up and running for the last couple of years because of COVID, but now it's back in person. And so if you do want to volunteer, there's a number of opportunities to volunteer for the Day of Service. Again, it's Monday the 16th. That's going to be from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And the Human Rights Commission has information on their social media channels, Facebook and Instagram. A couple of examples of how people have volunteered in the past include shopping for school snacks and food pantry needs. People have made cards for patients and staff over at Melrose Wakefield Hospital, prepping or supporting meals at the local food pantry. And some folks have even cleaned the Melrose Public Library. So there's some examples of helping out on a day of service.
It's pretty great. I'm glad it's back in person. It's been a lot of fun. And they did an amazing job over COVID and having like a month-long service, which we promoted quite heavily around here. So it's super exciting that that's going to be back.
Yeah, that's a great day. Another great day in Melrose.
Another volunteer opportunity.
So also, yes, the Melrose Council on Aging is seeking 40 volunteers for the Snow Angels program, where you can help your fellow neighbor shovel out after a snowstorm. If you are interested in participating, you can call Rachel Cordella at the Melrose Council on Aging at 781-665-4304. And I will put that.
Yeah, put that right in there.
Damn, did you get the newsletter yet out of there?
What?
Don't you get the newsletter out of the looking ahead? Isn't that from the council?
Oh, yes, but I think that's for the residents. So they need to get the volunteers from out beyond that.
Yeah, they're.
You know what I mean?
Segue, Jen. I wanted to find out what the latest news is.
Oh.
I see.
Sorry, the volunteers, the Snow Angels volunteers are high school kids and adults. So that's what we put out there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Great.
Speaking of New Year's resolutions, this one looks really interesting. So the city, this year was the year of health and wellness, according to the mayor. So it sounds like this continues to be sort of along those lines. But the city's launching an affordable 4-week health and wellness program. It only costs $20, and it's called Introduction to Mindfulness. Every Tuesday from 7 to 8:30, so just in time to get back for LPMM, which is, I think, ought to be part of the wellness program. Yes, I don't know, it doesn't even cost any extra, but it's at the Milano Center, and it says participants will learn how to use focused attention to tune into their bodies and help calm the mind and self-regulate the nervous system, and will develop a personalized, home-based practice. And it's run in part, I think, by Frank Olivieri, our good friend at the rec department. He's amazing.
He is going to teach it.
I know, it's super cool.
So you could also check off one of those resolutions that Tom mentioned by combining this with the grow something thing. Maybe there's a way to. There you go.
Right. So there's two sessions. The first is January 17th to February 7th, and then the second session running February 28th. To March 21st.
Nice.
Yeah, so that sounds good. I think, who wants to do that? I'll do it.
And we have to go live. We will have to go live from. Is it at the Milano Center? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have good internet over there?
I don't know, but I feel like that might be a little not
cutting it too close.
A little distracting. I think you should bring the bullhorn and make.
Oh, that's it. That's mindfulness.
Focus.
We could all go in and have it be LTMMN. Let's talk Melrose mindfulness. Melrose.
Yes.
Relax. Focus.
Concentrate. Relax. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, we can do our own version.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So also in January, keep going to the Knights of Columbus. I keep wanting to call it the Kentucky of chicken. Karaoke every Wednesday at KFC. I don't know what it is. Karaoke is still happening every Wednesday, and open mic is every Thursday. There might be some newer bands or mic performers if they can get their set list together for Thursday nights. So yeah, keep it going.
Always fun. I went to the one right before Christmas time, and at first it didn't seem like it was going to sort of gel. I mean, they have it every Thursday, and then a nice crowd came, a bunch of music. It was a lot of fun. It's fun every week, so I've never been disappointed.
It's so different every week too, which is kind of great.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
Good. January 13th, the Opening Doors Project, which is a local organization run by Alistair Mook and Stacey Babb. They are presenting Pamela Means at the UU Church. It's a free concert. Pamela is a biracial artist, and the idea of the Opening Doors Project is they use music and song to open conversations about race and history So there's a concert and then an interview or discussion with the artist and Alistair. They're really engaging, really thoughtful presentations. So that's coming up. And then also coming up, in real life living room stories live from the living room at Follow Your Art on January 28th at the end of the month. So storytelling, you just need to register and come up with, there's no theme. You can tell a story of your choosing and practice your storytelling skills. It's going to be hosted by the amazing Rilda Kissel and Christopher Robinson, both incredibly engaging storytellers, dynamic on their own. So that should be really super fun.
Yeah, I missed the last one, unfortunately, but we really should go. It's so good, and the stories that people get up and tell are just captivating, and it's in a very cool, intimate setting, and of course, the coolest people are there. So we have to go.
Okay. Well,
if you sign up to do a story, is there like a class or something that walks you through the process, or you just sign up and you just go for it?
You can just go for it. I don't know if Follow Your Art used to have a story telling class that Rilda taught. I took it on the first one, and it's a really great class to kind of help. But you tell such great stories, as is. You could just get up there and just tell a story. I think.
Yeah, I'll get some ideas from Country Living and out.
Great.
And Follow Your Art, by the way, was the one of my good gets for Christmas. One of my well-received gifts was purchased at Follow Your Art at the show. Yeah, very, very good. And for some reason, I was over their website today, or maybe I saw something on Facebook. They have a few job openings that look kind of cool. Looking for a local job. I think some are maybe part-time or teaching class. I didn't go through all the details, but there's a few positions open over there worth checking out if you're
it's good, interesting work. Actually, one of them is a development position, and the other one is helping to coordinate one of their youth programs that they just got funding for, I believe. So they have big plans in 2023. They're great, a great asset, a great part of our community. So definitely check them out. And we know about all these things because the Melrose Creative Alliance is continuing to, which is a group of about a dozen volunteers here in Melrose, is continuing to pull together creative resources and information about all the arts events that are happening around town. You can visit the website anytime to see what's going on. There's also, you can get all the information about what's happening around town for arts sent directly to your email box. Mm-hmm. We are a formally registered 501c3 under the Melrose Community Coalition umbrella, which means if you like this service and having this information sent to you, in addition to some of the events that we're going to do in 2023, you can actually donate directly. We have a donate button, and we kind of need these funds to keep the site running and to keep the information flowing and to help our artists and community cultural presenters, get information out, to get butts in seats to go do all these great things that we're talking about here. So
amazing.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right,
that hit 30 minutes on the dot.
Now what do we do?
Okay.
So,
if we were in Paris, we'd drink wine next.
Yeah.
I mean, so what are we going to do? So I think we're going to bring a little bit more information-rich shows in the future. We've got some guests lined up.
Yep.
One of the gentlemen we met downtown over the summer, Jim McCoy, still needs to be booked on the show. He's a keen observer of the detailed life and Melrose life and times. I want to hear about that. I think, Sam, you had some other people up, and so
Julie Nolan's going to come back on, I think, next week. I have to get back to her, but she's got an interesting project coming up. She's premiering a short film she wrote and is in. We'll get her on next week to talk about that.
Fantastic.
You can also email us if there's anybody that you want to see us talk to, or if you have an idea for the show. You can email our intern team and our staff. What is it? Staff at Let's Talk Melrose.
.com.
.com.
The email.
Right.
We promise we'll check the email at least occasionally.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
meatless.
We'll go through the all the responses. We promise to receive. There you go.
There we go.
We respond to every email.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Take a Facebook. Mail us a letter. Where can they mail us a letter?
Oh.
To your house.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you could just send it to somewhere on Crescent, and at least one of us will
Someone
get
will
it.
get it.
Exactly.
Somebody's going to get it. You could write it on a sheet of paper and slip it under the door at MMTV, and it'll get to us. Don't worry.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh yes.
Drop it in your grocery cart and send it down the hill and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, brother.
I like living the minivan life. A lot of people not fans of the minivan. I'm a big believer, including this week, returning that shopping cart to Shaw's. So
Yes.
It was a heroic effort, Tom.
A heroic citizen effort. Absolutely.
So I'm out of town, and I'm seeing this text thread about a shopping cart goes down the hill, and there's all kinds of kerfuffle in town.
A damaged car, yeah, you know.
Later, I'm going out to. I was on my way to Shaw's anyway, and I walk out to the driveway, and there's the cart, and I'm like, after all of that, it's still there. Like it's definitely going to be sent down the hill again. So
Yeah.
so I loaded it up in the car and returned it to its rightful place, bumping into cars in the Shaw's parking lot.
Right, exactly. Hitting cars in the parking lot where it should be.
Did anybody see you taking it out of your van and saying
Return it? Yeah, it's a good question.
I don't know. Nobody confronted me. If that's what you're asking, but I don't know. Was I seen?
That would have been good.
I think Mayor Paul needs to establish Tom Catalini Day for this.
Well,
I think you've done your day of service.
You're a shopping cart angel.
Yes, right.
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 Trying to do what I can to help this beautiful.
Keep Melrose beautiful. You're doing all the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tie it up.
And also,
Right,
I'm living the privileged and beneficial, wonderful life of a minivan owner
Oh, there you go.
who has adult children. All right.
No, I'll put that last comment up.
Which one?
This one right here. I don't know how to do it. Melissa wrote, there it is. Not all heroes wear capes.
Okay, I didn't see that. There we go.
Thank you.
Maybe that would be the story you tell in real life.
That's it. Perfect.
You know what? And I am going to pass the hat at the end, and all the proceeds will go to the Melrose Creative Alliance newsletter. How's that?
Oh, okay.
Not too many. Not
Great.
Look.
We should be set now.
And we'll collect all the empties at the event.
Great.
Oh, great.
All right.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
good to be home.
Good to
thank
be
you
back.
for making me do this. I appreciate
Happy,
it.
we just say Happy New Year to Melrose. Happy New
We
Year,
did,
Melrose.
we did.
Bonne
Oh, hi.
bonne année.
Happy New Year, everyone. And
Let's have a great
we
23.
will see you around town.
Pound.
All right, we could do this. Wait, we could do this.
Oh, right. Yes, we can.
All right, hold on a second, everybody.
There we
And
go.
Tom, if you don't mind, we're going to put you a dual screen so we can see you dancing in two
In two. Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah.
angles, dual angle.
Here we go.